Hello everybody and welcome to my comic review. I'm Rainbow Red Panda and today I am going to be reviewing the WWE Superstars comic. It is written by Mick Foley and this is issue number 1. If you noticed my confusion on how to hold it, it is because I couldn't tell which one was the front and which one was the back. They are the same picture. This one just has like almost an advertisement for Triple H. I'm not really sure what's going on with it. It is not a reversible comic like Trillium. It is just a reversible double-sided cover. I don't know. This comic, I've been looking forward to it since they announced it was coming out. I was super excited for it. It has 4 different covers regularly, and then it has an Undertaker variant. And I don't know how to feel about it. Like I said, I was super excited, and I didn't really know what to expect. Mick Foley is an amazing, just everything. If you don't know who he is a former professional wrestler who still does things from time to time. He has Mick Foley name, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mankind, so many more, all of these things. He is sort of like the definition of hardcore in my mind. He writes books, both fiction and nonfiction. He has done so many things. He is like an avid Santa person. He has like a Christmas room in his house. He does comedy, he does comics, he does television appearances and things. He literally does everything. Like he is like the jack of all trades for everything. So he has written this book and it is a 4-issue series and I don't know, I was really excited for it. It is, like I said, I didn't know what to expect. I read this in my comic shop as I was waiting for the owner to tell me if he had the cover that I wanted. Like I said, it had 4 different covers, all drawn by different people, plus the Undertaker variant. So here they are. This is the one that I wanted. It is the CM Punk cover that is by Jill Thompson. CM Punk is from Chicago, and so is Jill Thompson, and she also does a bunch of ring gear. She does Daniel Bryan's ring gear. She has done t-shirts and things for CM Punk. She's just this awesome comic person who's also into wrestling. So I really wanted that cover, and I will get it. I don't have it yet, but it will happen someday. So the comic takes place in a place called Titan City. It is sort of weird. You have the people that are like wrestlers, but all of the characters are wrestlers. From what I remember, there is not one character in it that is not a wrestler. The mayor's a wrestler. Christian, if you guys know who he is a cop. Randy Orton is running for the DA. Alberto Del Rio, I believe, is also running for the DA. Daniel Bryan is like a hoodlum who like spray paints yes all over everything. It's awesome. You have Paul Heyman, who's sort of like a mobster, along with Brock Lesnar and Curtis Axel. Triple H is in it. You have AJ. You have the Bellas, which are sort of the only divas that have made a debut so far. But it's just, there's so many characters. Triple H is in it. John Cena is sort of the center focus, as always. He is a former police commissioner, I believe. He was framed or set up or he did a deal with, he had a briefcase with $10 million. It went missing. He took the fall for it. He says he doesn't have it, which knowing him, he probably doesn't, but he went to jail for a year, which, okay, $10 million is missing. I feel like more than a year jail time is warranted for that, but who knows. Now he's trying to figure out where the briefcase is. He's been broken out of jail by Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. I don't know, it's a really weird concept. Randy Orton's in it. CM Punk is in it. He's not on the side of Randy Orton. I'm not really sure how him and John Cena are related. They're sort of on the same team, but sort of not. The Undertaker owns a tattoo parlor. He is a tattoo artist, and his tattoo parlor is called the Funeral Parlor, which is awesome. So that's going on. He's I think he's going to be a more main character as the series goes on. And it's so weird. There's so many, like, characters. Like I said, Christian is a cop. You have Mark Henry, who's in it. You have AJ, who, I don't know, AJ doesn't really look like AJ to me very much. Like, there's AJ right here. You have the Shield is in it. The Wyatts are in it. And the Wyatts are sort of in a role that I wouldn't picture. They're almost like good guys. They're like on the side of like the Authority, if you know who they are, Randy Orton, all of them, they're sort of together, and in the wrestling world, the Wyatts are sort of their own entity. So the whole thing is just so strange. It's not wrestling related, but yet you still have the same catchphrases. Daniel Bryan is spray painting yes all over everything. Everyone still has, you know, their catchphrases. There are fight scenes where you can tell, like, oh, well, John Cena is going to give the AA to this person. Like, everyone still has their maneuvers, but it's not a wrestling based comic in the sense that, like, Headlocked is. So I think it's good. As a wrestling fan, I like seeing these characters and these kind of things. I think it's funny. In the back, if you guys aren't familiar with the characters and you still end up reading this, it has a breakdown of all of the different people, like, and it has their actual picture, like John Cena, and then you have like Dolph Ziggler, CM Punk, all of these, and it sort of just tells about like their actual in-ring things. And then at the end, it has a thing about Mick Foley and the people who make it. Like, here are the people that did the covers. Joel Thompson's in there. And then, like, here's the thing about, like, Mick Foley is this guy. I wish that he was in the comic. I don't know if he's going to be or not, but he is not currently. I think it would be really cool if he was. And all of that. You have Jill Thompson. She's so wacky and nutty, and I love her so much. So yeah, all of that's happening. And then, of course, it has an advertisement for the Undertaker statue that Todd McFarlane did, and I really, really want it, but it's $295, and right before Christmas, it's just not something that you have. And then, of course, you have the subscription to WWE Magazine advertisement, which is funny because if you look at CM Punk, who is this guy right here, he has a Pepsi tattoo on his arm, and they had to color it in Photoshop because it's copyrighted, it's Pepsi, so they had to color it, and I think that's awesome. All in all, if you're a wrestling fan, I think that it's worth picking up. It's not necessarily the wrestling comics that you're used to, but I think it's going to be good. I think Mick Foley's going to do a good job with it. I wish that it was sort of an ongoing thing because I don't like that it's just 4 issues, but maybe it'll continue into something else. Maybe if it does really well, it'll continue. So, I don't know, this is all I have for this review. I would suggest it to wrestling fans, and if you're not a wrestling fan, you might just think that it's super, super cheesy and be really confused, because you can definitely tell, like, they're just throwing out catchphrases and things like that. It is cheesy. There is lots of cheese going on. Like, this comic could be on some nachos. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, every catchphrase in the world is in here, even ones that you might have forgotten about. And it is, they sort of have, like, current storylines that are going on. Like, you have the Authority, and they're sort of sided with Randy Orton, but they're sort of against him. It's just this whole thing, and I feel like Mick Foley, I don't know, just things. It is an official WWE licensed product, so hopefully this review does not get in trouble for anything, because that would not be a good thing. But I don't know, go and pick it up. Let me know what you think if you read it. It's not something that a lot of shops carried off the rack, but you can order it and take your chances with not getting the John Cena cover. So, I don't know, go read it. Let me know what you think. I know some people are going to be reading it, and I expect them to let me know what they think. So, until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye!